So I just thought I'll put a live case that's going through auction at the moment in Allsop, and that's going to come up in the May auction. As you can see here, this is a block of flats. As you can see at the top there, it's a block of flats, and it's got 10 units in them, 4 2-beds and 6 1-bed. The guide price is around $1 million. So I wanted to share with you guys how title splitting and what I teach around title splitting will work. So in this particular scenario, you've got the ground floor, the commercial has been retained by the seller. So you would buy the top bit of the flat. So what would happen is you would be buying the whole thing. You will not get the shop because it's on a long lease. They'll pay you a ground rent, but you were buying the freehold with all the units in it. And the way I would do this is I would actually split all of the units into individual parts. So I'll get 4 times 2-bed, 6 times 1-bed flat on individual leases. And the idea is that I will be able to refinance those at 25% higher than what I've actually paid for them as a collective. By doing that, I'm able then to release all of my capital out. So let's say you did buy it, I did buy it at £1 million for those 10 units. That's on average £100,000 per unit. But when I come to revalue them, do any kind of a refurbishment work and everything else, and I own places already in that area, let's say on average you get 150,000 valuation per unit. So that gives you a 1.5 million valuation versus a purchase price of $1 million. That £500,000 is what I would then use, and I teach all my mentees to use as their deposit towards the refinance. So let's assume then that it's 1.5, 25%, so 10% to 150, 300, 375. So you buy at 1 million, you increase the value to 1.5, and out of the 500,000, you will use that money for 375,000 of that money you will use as your deposit. So that then gives you a buffer around 125,000 if obviously what you will need to do some refurbishment in the properties itself. So quite frankly, here, if those figures were to be emulated in and you purchase at $1 million, you refinance at 1.5, you will be recycling all of your money out. So let's assume, to keep it simple, you didn't borrow on the way in, you bought it cash on the way in, you paid $1 million, and then you spent 100 grand. So you'll get 1.1 million spent, but you will refinance at 1.125. So you'll get all your money back out, plus probably 25 grand on top of this. So have a look at what I teach on social media. I'm running a 2-day course, 19th and 20th of May. Come and see.